All right, y'all. I don't even know what to say. I'm psyched. This is like a first watch. I mean, this literally just came out moments ago. I think this is the first time we've ever done a commentary on something that happened the same day that we're doing the commentary on it. I feel like, I guess in my own way, this is my part in being a part of this event. I absolutely would have been here, except that I'm going to Vietnam in like 5 days, and I just didn't have it in me to make two trips. But I've been watching updates on the gram and all that stuff, and I'm excited. I mean, Soul and Popula are two of my favorite dancers, like period. And for what it's worth, I'm very glad. I mean, it's not necessarily rocket science, but when I saw Soul like 2 times ago, I was like, dude, I mean, I feel like you're like the only person I see that could actually like start to go at Slim, and here we are. So let's get it in, man. I'm psyched. Shout out to Random for getting this up so fast. Shout out to John Boogs for throwing like what is now, I think, the best event in the United States, the home of this shit. Shout out to the East Coast for holding it down for the culture. And shout out to Miami for being like the dopest. Wynwood Arts District is like, yo, if you like, it's worth going to this event just to kick it in the Wynwood Arts District. That place is the shit. All right, tick tick pop, baby. All right, I have not watched this at all. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's like my new intro. That's so similar to I love it. Yo, this is for real, Random. Yo, Random is killing the game. Is Random on the camera too with the gimbal? Look at the glitch effect. Bruh. Look at the color grading. Random, a real one. I don't know about this beat. I'm not a trap guy though. I think we all know. This is a real style clash too. He's killing it already. The boy got juice. It's a lot of patience for a big finals. He's really got a lot of patience. He's very similar to Slim in that way. I love it that you can hear the DJs talking. Oh, I remixed it. Oh yeah, this track crazy. It's good. It's good animation, man. That's the thing. I mean, you know, it's no coincidence. It's a bunch of black dudes like killing shit. Rashad, Slim, Soul, Popular. They all can fucking dance, man. Like dance. I don't know if it's genetic. I don't know if it's cultural. I don't know if it's coincidence. I don't know what it is, but I can't pretend it ain't happening. That was nasty. Increasingly, one of the things I see with people like Soul, you know, Slim, Mega Man, the really hardcore, what I think of as animators, really good. I don't even know if I want to call it dime stops, but like the only things, look at his footwork. That is so sick. I feel like we're starting to get into Singularity style, boy. I mean, to me, this is not obviously popping, and I certainly do not mean that as a insult at this point. I feel like this is like the evolution of dance when people start to, as Soul would say, their foundation gets too big to be contained. It's so weird how Popula's style now is like super like throwback in a way. Like people don't have this foundation that he has commonly anymore. I mean, to be honest, the very first thing I see personally is Soul has more control. And I think that it's rare to meet somebody who can dance with popula, meaning like where he's just not killing them straight up on dance, but he's not killing soul, in my opinion, straight up on dance. Like, they're both hardcore feelers. And it's interesting, I said this in a totally different commentary, but it's like, I feel like this is where stuff like the technique and the dime stops and all of that start to really come into play. I definitely give that round to soul. But I think of this as more of a popula beat, personally, and the previous beat is more of a soul beat. I mean, we'll see, but the patience is impressive, man. This is like all highly pocketed. For what it's worth, I'm trying to think of shit to say, right? Because I'm like, okay, this is how I was watching Soul in person. Just like, this is a really sick round, man. I mean, look at that chest hit, like perfectly. Oh, I missed. See, I missed it. It was on the upbeat. Like the party dancing, just flawlessly incorporated, like it's absolutely nothing. All staying in the pocket. All right, popula. I think bro, I got so much love for popula, like so much. I feel like he's got to get out to LA where the dime stops and the animation live. I feel like the time has come where the world has caught up with him. That's my honest feeling watching this. I mean, for so many years, he was like just ahead of everyone. And it seems to me like the people that he inspired added more technique, and I don't think he can accent things as quickly as Soul can. And I love this dancing, all right? But we're like literally comparing two people right now. So I'm doing my best to be honest. I think that's 2-zip Soul, personally. So I guess in my mind, it's already over. Like that. All this stuff. See, that's the thing. To me, Soul actually dances a lot like popula would if he had this level of control. Because when he's doing this animation, it's still like all that dun 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 dun. Like it has all the dance feel. And see, I think prior to Soul, other than Slim, there was nobody who was like matching Popula's dance feel. Like, I mean, this shit's mad subtle, man. Nice color change, Venue. And then the more macro movements, like the bigger movements. Okay. Actually, props to the DJ for playing 3 totally different songs. to see like who's really got it like that. I feel like all three of these rounds from Seoul are fairly flawless. I think because I just want to say Jade to me is such a real one because little old dorky ass me, when I talk to him and I'm like, hey man, I think that this would be a helpful thing for you to work on. He's always like all ears. He's always listening so close. Like, yeah, man, okay, yeah, I'm listening. And I think that there's no coincidence that someone with that attitude, right? Even if he doesn't end up listening to me, the fact that he has that attitude, like, okay, I'm listening. I want to be the best, so I'm looking for feedback. Ends up the best. That's my opinion. Slim is like that too. Popula is like that too, in my experience, for like years. Popula was almost like the first person I can think of that was like that, in fact. So to me, the lowest hanging fruit for Jade Soul Zuberi right now is mobility stuff, especially in the hips and the ankles. That's what I see. And I actually don't necessarily think that dance is the place to get that. I personally would vote for either a personal trainer with like a functional fitness, mobility focus, or my choice at the moment, hot yoga classes. I think hot yoga classes, especially like yoga bar, the more technical ones, are really good because the heat opens up your body to really be able to do that. Or Pilates. That's my, because I don't think that like there's not. I think Soul's at the highest level now. Like I feel like he can easily give Slim a run for his money, which to me, or Guchan, like that's, to me personally, that's like the gold. JG, all that. I think that's the gold standard. So that's like my final take, to try to be useful for Soul, so that this is actually like not just like, oh wow, you're so amazing. Yeah. Look at this dude. Yeah, I think you see it, man. And in fairness, which, you know, like, Popula's at a different phase of his life, man. He's like a dad. Congrats on that. Married, you know. So the fact that a guy where, as far as I know, his main focus isn't even dance, is in the finals of like the biggest contest, is like crazy. But yeah, I don't think it's arguable that he doesn't have the control to take all of this ability and do the crazy high level beat freaks that Soul can do now and Slim can do now. And I personally think that the dance ability is not enough anymore, because people like Slim and Soul have the dance ability also. So I think that this is how things evolve, like MMA, right? You could just do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while, and and then eventually other people, like, then everybody could do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and now the person that got it could do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. Shout out to this event. This is definitely the event. Yo, shout out to the cinematography. Shout out to John Boogs for holding it down. I feel like John Boogs gets a lot of shit for a lot of years, and there he is, bro, holding it. Like, this event is like a real ones kind of event for, like, big time. Like, the realest. And, you know, holding it at like a legit ass venue, that dude. And that, I think that's probably, I hope it's Random, man, because, bro, shout out to Random. You know, Random, one of the things me and him have in common is, I think, as far as I can tell, we're the two dancers that are most into battle rap, and at least the dancers I personally know. And battle rap has this dude Avocado, Kyle Avocado Gray. Shout out to Avocado, another real one. And he has taken the filming of battle rap to a cinematic level. In fact, I want to I want to take a look at this from like a cinematography. I mean, this is really, really well filmed. I think you could potentially, like, it'd be dope. Again, I say all this Not, I say this for the smartest people, the real ones people, not the people who like any kind of constructive feedback is hating, right? That's not the I think that some kind of either two camera setup or like shoot in 4K, deliver in 1080 to get in tighter sometimes. I think that there are sequences where and this is literally just from a cinematography perspective. Like my thinking in this, just to explain momentarily, is that how can we present this at the highest level so that the widest audience can take it in and appreciate it, so that there can be more events with 5,000 and then 10,000 and then 25,000 and then $50,000, $100,000, $1,000,000 prizes like MMA has evolved into. So as someone with like a vested interest in that happening, because I just am so passionate about this dance, I that would be my feedback for that. With that said, right, just so it's clear, I'm not at all hating. I do think this is the highest level filming I've ever seen in a popping battle, personally, especially something that's not like done by Red Bull or something like that. I feel like prior to this, the Koreans were in the lead, but we taking shit back, baby. America all day. Dude, shout out to Seoul. The rise of Seoul has been extremely like jaw-dropping to me. This dude is on a fucking war path to eat people. And I hope that this, because I've thought this for a while. I've actually thought this ever since Popula battled Slim, which is another. I can't believe I haven't done a commentary on that. It's another battle I really love. That's the lowest hanging fruit for Popula by far. Is because, dude, he's a muscular dude. I remember being with him at Scribble Jam like day 3 after party in 2001 or something, and he was wearing a tank top. That dude was fucking I was like, oh shit, this guy's like really strong. That's what I remember. I'm like, oh my god. And so I think that I say that because I mean he can get all this stuff at the super high level quickly, I think. And I think that it would behoove him to do so, because I think that Popula is like a much needed everything about him. His dance ability, his attitude, that he's just down to dance and battle. Like everything about who he is, in my opinion, is such an asset to the dance scene that I think he's a person who like deserves to be on top. And I think that the way for him to do that is more control, so that he can accent quicker things and go between bam bam ba 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 da bam bam ba bam 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 bam, all that kind of stuff that Seoul is doing throughout this battle. And I feel like that's like the new state of the art. That's where popping, in my opinion, has evolved to, with Guchan and Hoan and the only person I feel like who's really at like the highest level that isn't doing that, to some extent, I could even be wrong that he's not doing that, is Green Tech. He has more of the ba 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 ba, the kind of the older style ticking and animation, which is, that's another path that you can go on. But I think Popula is particularly well suited to this like modern animation style that is probably not modern, but is called such either way. So anyway, with that said, shout out, especially number one shout out, John Boogs, bro. You pulled it off, man. A lot of people have done a lot of yapping for a lot of years about a lot of things and a lot of events, and you did it. So, salute to you. Otis Funkmeyer, peace out. Tick, tick, pop.